Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, but I am Penge, and welcome back to the Guild 3 where we rejoin the CuppaTea Dynasty, but once again things are going to look a little bit different for the CuppaTeas, because once again the game itself has been updated and it broke all our save game files. So just as I had to do last time out, this time round I've had to play through the entire game again to get us up to a point where we were sort of there or thereabouts at the end of the previous part. So yeah, I've had to play through the whole thing. So yes, summer 14-18 we're in now. But things look quite different for the CuppaTeas this time round. So previously, when we had to restart the first time for the CuppaTea Dynasty, all our businesses and buildings were in more or less the same place. This time, that is not the case. So we've got Claude, obviously there is Claude there. Where is he? There's Claude doing his sort of his slow-mo Baywatch type run thing. That's fine. So Claude is running around. He's just yelling about how great he is. His wife now is Jasmine, which is a good name for someone who's got a surname of CuppaTea. I'm quite happy with that. So yes, he's married to Jasmine, and they have Yorkshire. So Yorkshire is their first child. Yorkshire is a girl, and then there is Oolong, and Oolong is a girl, and then there is a third child as well, and she's called Green. So we've got 3 daughters. So in the first run of the CuppaTeas, we had 2 boys. Last time out, we had a boy and a girl, I believe. This time around, we've got 3 daughters. So, that's a little bit different. And in terms of where our our house and our business started, we're in a different place again. We're over here. We're in, I don't know how you said this place. Is it Reims or something like that? But this place here. So we're not where we were before. So we've got a different house. So our house is down here, which was by default called the house that I built, which I quite like. So I left it as that. So that's the house that I built. So that's our current home. And our little herpet thing is over here. CuppaTea Concoctions, I kept the same name for that. I mean, it's right on the doorstep of the market. It's brilliant. They can literally just run across the road and start doing stuff. So, this place is going quite nicely, and it's got the same sort of plan as before. We've got people making tea. We do have Wolfram. Now, Wolfram is level 5. He is doing very well for himself, and Wolfram is our medic, essentially. He's the person that offers the healthcare services when people come in here, and you can actually see how much money we make from that. I hadn't really realised this before, but if you look down here, it's a legal action. So what you can do is, if you go into statistics and we look onto CuppaTea Concoctions, we can see that legal actions we've had to spend 241 gold on it, but it's made us 9,528 gold on healing people up, which is brilliant. So that's very, very encouraging. So I'm quite happy with that. But we sort of saw that before, and that's absolutely fine. So, we're in a similar place, really. We're in a little villagey area. We're next to a market, and the house is nearby. Yes, it's not exactly the same place it was before, but, it's more or less the same kind of thing. And then we get into where it changes round a little bit. So if we go over here, there's a little gate through here that we can get into Paris. We've set up just here. So our house is just here. This is where CuppaTea Towers now is. This is our fancy citizen house. This is the current home. And we do have a Scriptorium, but it's just here. So we've moved away from putting it next to not Notre Dame, because previously all our stuff was over here, wasn't it? Our house was here and our Scriptorium was here, and it was dead. There was no foot traffic over here. Nobody ever came round here. It was a completely sort of pointless exercise to have it here. So instead, we've got our stuff over here. Now there's a little bit more foot traffic around here. It's a slightly busier place. People come through this gate. There's a great big gate just there, so people walk through this. So they're more likely, I would have thought, to walk past here. There's a market nearby as well. There's a market there and a market down here. They're the same market. So, in terms of what we've got the same buildings. They're just in a slightly different place. And we have an extra child. And our wife is now called Jasmine and not whatever it was last time. I can't remember what it was last time. Was it Eileen or something? I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. So, now the problem we've got, as it was at the end of the last part, was the Scriptorium just doesn't really function very well. If we go in and have a look at the Scriptorium, I've tried to get them to do poems and books and things. And what we're going to do is, we're just going to leave a poem and a book in the front store. We've got enough stuff to make a couple of these. So we've got enough stuff to make a couple of books and maybe a poem or 2. Depends how quickly they write stuff. So currently, the plan for the Scriptorium is, you can see here, we've got the making paper trade route type thing. So what we're going to do is, we're just going to buy the ingredients to make paper. Parchment, but paper, whatever. Unload it at the place, pick up the parchment, and then sell it at the market. That is the current plan, because the books and the poems just do not sell. They just do not sell. Also, a terrible thunderstorm is happening, and it looks like, what's going on? What is going on there? Okay, right. That's supposed to be a burst of lightning, is it? But it's all looking a little bit strange. Hang on. What if we take it off slow-mo? Yeah, that's a bit weird. Okay, that's a slightly odd effect, but never mind. So, yeah, I'm struggling with the Scriptorium. I'm having a bit of a tricky time with making it work because it just doesn't seem to be profitable. I've tried all sorts of different things. I tried, obviously making the books and selling them in the front store. That didn't work. Tried making the books and selling to the market, but sometimes the bits weren't available to make the books. So sometimes there weren't fittings available. Sometimes there wasn't paint or whatever. So, it became very irregular. If we have a look here and take a look in CuppaTea parchments. So we've had to buy 13,500 gold's worth of stuff, but we've only sold 7,300. So, I mean, that's not very good, is it? That's quite terrible indeed. And obviously, combined with the cost of the employees, that is rubbish. That is just not going to work at all. So, yeah, we need to figure out how we can make the this place profitable, because it just isn't right now. So this place is currently being propped up by our little herb hut. Given that it's a medical building, let's call it CuppaTea Cures. That'll do the job quite nicely. Now, where can we put it? I mean, I'm tempted to just put it here. I don't think it really matters where it goes particularly. If somebody is ill, they're going to try and find the nearest place to go to get better. And they might be ill in this area here. So yeah, let's just drop it next to our existing building. So if we put that just there, yes, I'll pay the slightly meagre 1,150 for this huge, massive stone building with all sorts of floors and tiles and what have you. So yes, we'll have that. We'll move time on a little bit quicker just to get it constructed, because I'm intrigued as to how this is going to work. This thunderstorm, the effects on the thunderstorm are absolutely terrible. Right, hang on. Maybe there's a graphic setting or something that's making that go wrong, because that looks awful. It's just some sort of crazy flickering light stuff. It's very unpleasant. So hopefully this place will be completed soon enough. While they build that, actually, another thing we want to do today, I want to try and understand how this works. I'd like to get Claude or Jasmine in onto the sort of, onto the council books, if you like, because they can take up these roles. And there's only one role left at the moment, and that is that of an informer. Could we just go for this? Are we allowed to apply? I don't really know. Oh, Claude can apply. Oh, absolutely. Yes, Claude. Yes, confirm that. Do I want to use 85 to apply for the office? Well, yes, I've got 977. So yeah, why the heck not? Let's have a little go at being an informer. The informer gathers all kinds of intelligence, thus the office holders are informed about the mood of and events in the city, so they can respond appropriately. Oh, that's quite intriguing. So we would be an informer. So there is another informer. There is Ulrich Northerner, who is a current informer. And we could be the other informer role. Aha, now, excitingly, the pesthouse is in. It looks quite nice. I think it looks quite like a nice place. It looks like a lovely sort of stone structure thing. I don't know what that's supposed to be outside. Is that just a rock or is that something unpleasant? Anyway, right, let's move time nice and slow. And then we'll go into here and we'll see how this works. Now, I imagine the primary thing is going to be people coming in and attending to patients. So yes, we want to get people in who are ill, and then we can treat them. That's kind of what I'm imagining that we can do. We can make this stuff. We can make flea away, which sounds quite fun, and we can make bandages. What do we need to make bandages? Cloth and wool. Okay, so a bit of cloth. Let's say we buy that at 23. And then we buy that at 14. Hang on, 14 and 23, 40, 37. And then we sell it at 154. Oh, no, it's 2. It's 2 wool. So what's that? 28 plus 23. That's 51. And we sell it for 154? Okay, bandages seem the way to go, don't they? Okay, right, so let's configure this then. Let's get this all sorted. Right, okay, add-ons. Disease protection. Yes, that would seem to make sense for a medical building. So we'll have a bit of that, thank you very much. And we will have ourselves productivity up a bit and customer satisfaction up a bit. Thank you very much. Okay, that'll do for now. Okay, so we need a transporter. So yes, please. And we shall get ourselves a couple of workers. Oh, look, and they immediately have the terrifying kind of duck mask things. The scary masks. Okay, right, so we've got 2 people in those. And now you're quite good. You're quite good. because you have got high intelligence. And if you look down here, medicine is what we want. And that is governed by intelligence. So yeah, okay, right. So Hartley is quite good. What about George? George is not quite as good. So that's okay. So what we'll do is, George, you can work on that. And Hartley, you can work on curing people. Do we get another employee? Yeah, go on, why not? Let's do it. Let's see what they're like. So yes, please, we'll have another worker. Lovely, lovely. Come out of that. Hire an employee. Yes. Gerhard, how are you, Gerhard? Oh, you've got an intelligence of 4 as well. Oh, you can go into medicine stuff too. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Go down that route, please. So 2 healing people, 1 person making bandages, which is going to be quite useful. So now we need to set this up. So we need 1 cloth and 2 wool. And that is it. So let's create this. We'll call it something. I mean, we're making bandages. Money for old bandages. That'll do because we get quite a lot of money. So when we go to the market, we want to buy some of that and we want to buy some wool. Whereabouts is wool? It's not going to be up there. It's going to be in essentials, possibly. Is that wool? No, that's fat. Let's not mix those two up. That would be an unpleasant bandage. Okay, right. Wool must be on here somewhere. I'm just not entirely sure what the little picture looks like. Right, hang on. There's a sheep there. No, that's an actual sheep. I don't want to buy the sheep. Where is the wool? Is that it? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm going to add one of those on just there. So we want to unload the wool and unload that stuff there. So how much do you want to buy? 3 at a time? I don't really know how quickly they can work through the stuff yet. So let's do that. So let's just go through 3. Button's getting a little bit fussy there. Right, okay, so down to 3. So yeah, so we'll have that. Have a bit of that just there. So reduce the wool down. So, okay, so from the market. Oh, hang on a minute, not there. Take it back to CuppaTea Cures. There we go. So buy the wool, drop the wool off. Oh, is it getting a bit funny that that's not the right way round? Oh, hang on a minute. Right, it might be getting a little bit fussy that does not correspond with that just there. The fact that it was on this top row, it was wool, it was cloth then wool. On this one, it was wool then cloth. I think it got a little bit kind of grumpy about that. Yeah, it looks a lot happier like this. So yeah, okay, there we go. It's got a green thing around it. That means it's happy. So we'll buy 3, we'll sell 3, and then we'll just keep doing that. So yeah, money for old bandages. Let's do that. And then we could either sell the bandages in the front store, or do we just take them back to the market? How about this? Let's go to storage rules. Let's put, I don't know, 5 bandages in the front store. That'll do. Sell them at a tiny markup for us. Yay. Don't care about keeping any in storage because we'll just put 5 in the front. If I know that, we'll keep some in storage. Here's an idea. Right, 5 in storage, 5 at the front store. And then we'll go down there. We flee away. We don't want to sell right now because we're not going to make any. So we'll do that. And then what we'll do is we'll go to here and we'll load that up. So we'll load up bandages once we've got them made. So drop the stuff off at that place, then pick up bandages. Right, okay, is that bandages? No, that's a gem ring. Okay, right, where are bandages? I found them, oddly enough, they're under the tools category. I wouldn't kind of label a bandage as a tool, although I suppose a medical person would use it. I'd say it's more of a consumable than a tool, but okay. So a bandage it is. So there we go. So, and we will sell, let's just maybe we can take 2 of those and we'll just sort of work that route. Let's see if that just functions. It might not work to start with because we won't be able to load these things up or whatever, but let's give that a go. So money for old bandages. Yes, please. I think everybody is going to be at work because it's 4:12 in the morning. They start early here. in the Guild 3, people start very early indeed. So let's just see if this place proves to be profitable. Now, hang on a moment. Are you the new person? Are you Alfred? Yes. Okay, so Alfred, you're the new person. What we might want to do first is, Alfred, come here first. Come on, let's sort this out. Let's go and get you a weapon, because no doubt somebody is going to try and bump you off as you go round. Somebody's going to try and do stabby, stabby, killy, killy, and you might be a bit dead. We've got 2,352. Let's give you a proper weapon, because all the other characters have got decent weapons. They've not got daggers, they've got rapiers and things. So, yeah, we'll give you one of those, because that's quite good. So yes, you can have one of them. There you go. Don't say we don't look after you. And let's also, just in case you need it, where are those bag things? A carry bag. You don't need one right now, but you might need one in the future. So it's convenient for you to just sort of have one at the moment. So there we go. Just checking as well. There's plenty of wool. There is a lot of wool around. That's quite handy. How much cloth is that? Well, there's not much cloth going on. There's only 9. That is unfortunate. However, there is a load of flax. When I've been playing it previously to get obviously back to where we left off, flax was in quite short supply. Oh, that's quite good. I'm quite glad there's a lot of that. That's good. So hopefully our Scriptorium can actually get on with doing stuff. It can get on with making getting a lot of parchment done and selling that off. Currently, they're still using up the ink, basically. They're using up the ink and the fittings in order to write a last poem and a last book. And the idea is that we're just going to leave this here, 1 poem in the front store, 1 book in the front store. If someone comes in and buys them, brilliant. There we go. Somebody buys those and it's marvellous. And then we'll have some in reserve. We'll just restock the front store until they're all gone. And that's it. I just don't know how to make people buy books and poems. No one cares. No one's bothered at all. So there we go. That's that done then. So now, Alfred needs his route reassigning, money for old bandages. Yep, go and do that. Right, so he's grabbed cloth. He has grabbed wool. Right, let's see if he can come back home then. So he comes back home. He drops them off. Immediately, George is working on it. Now, how long does it take to make this sort of thing? Elsa has come in. Now, did we just cure Elsa? Okay, he's made a bandage. Now, how long is that going to take? Yeah, okay, fine. It takes quite a long time to make bandages. It seems like it's quite a lengthy process. Right, okay, bring time back down a little bit. Let's just check in stats. Let's have a look. CuppaTea cures. Legal actions 65. Oh, that is not very much at all. That's not very much at all. We need to start charging people more for healing. Can we up that value? I don't know if we can. Can we up the value we charge for healing people? Because I rather think we should. I don't know. The pay is dependent on how hurt the patient is. Oh, okay, right. I didn't know that. Oh, okay, right. So if they come in and their legs off, just for a flesh wound, then yes, they'll pay more money. Whereas if they've just got a splinter, they won't pay very much. Okay, right. Well, I guess that makes sense. There we go. Right, that's interesting. I was wondering when we found out if Claude had been successful in his application to become an informer. And it says here, the application's opened in the year 1416, which is a bit weird because obviously the game sees it was yesterday. But yes, obviously several years have passed in the game years. So 1416 at 5 o'clock until 1418 at 500 in the morning. Oh, we must have literally just got in. I didn't even notice there was an application time limit. So we must have just got in before that happened. And then the election is this year at 5 o'clock. Okay. And the income for the office is 500 money and 125 influence. That's quite nice. What, we get that every day, I assume? I don't really know. It'd be nice if we got loads of that. That would be wonderful. So if we do get that, and I don't know how we work it out, I don't know if we have to do something, that will put us in this informer position. And then that means we could probably work our way up to become a council informer, which gets us... Oh, it looks more or less the same kind of thing. Oh, somebody is going for that. That's absolutely fine. Can we apply for that? Hang on, we can apply for both. Do you know what? For now, let's just become an informer. Let's just go to be an informer. And then if we get that job, that's great. And then we can, use our position in the governmental structure as maybe a little bit of a stepping stone to then go up to be a council informer. And then I don't know where we go. I don't know where we go from there. Like, can I apply for this? And no, I can't apply for that. Because, there's no election. There's no election for that office. Okay, yeah, so there's nothing going on for that one. So yeah, how intriguing. I don't know kind of how we move through these positions, but I'd like to get that one. So yeah, 5 o'clock today, we'll find out if Claude actually has a proper job. Okay, this is a little bit strange. So this person here is one of our employees, and I assumed it was the transporter. And they were stood outside our building. So this is our pest house. This is CuppaTea Cures. And I assumed it was a transporter and just something weird was going on and they were stuck or what have you. But no, this is one of the people that's working inside. So who are you? You're George, the medicus. You're the one making... Apparently you're the one making bandages. although I find that quite hard to believe. I don't know if that's how you make a bandage, by standing there flapping your arms like a crazy bird man, but yeah, maybe that's how you do it. I don't know. I wasn't around in the year 1418. Maybe back in the day, that's what they did. But yeah, it just looks very odd. It's slightly jarring to see him sort of just jumping up and down and flapping his arms. There you go. What is he doing? I don't know what's going on there. Let's just check how much money is being made. Oh, also somebody's been leveled up. That's marvellous. And it's as Gerald. Okay, you're a transporter, so speed might be quite good for you. Speed is positively influenced by strength and dexterity. Let's give you a point of strength, because also with a point of strength you can probably hit quite hard. That is a bit worrying just there. They can't complete a trade route. Why can you not complete a trade route into here? What's going on? Why have you stopped? Crucial tea ingredients. Olaf, go and do the crucial tea ingredients route. Why did you just stop? What was the problem? It looks like you've picked up the right amount of stuff. Yeah, so you've picked up some stuff. So let's just click on you just there and have a look. So you've got yourself the water and the mixed herbs. Why did you fail there? Never mind. Right, also, Oolong. Now, here we go. See, it's a bit weird because the children are now not little kids anymore. Oolong is 15. Right, so Oolong, run home. Yorkshire is 16. I think Yorkshire was helping over at the market at some point. So, right, we'll bring them home and we'll go and see what they can do. And then, of course, we've got Jasmine in there as well. Where are the other children? Hang on, how do I find the other children? Oh, no, that's not a house anymore, is it? That's not our house. That's why. Hang on one cotton pick a minute. We go over here. This is where the house is. We go over here. This is home. And that's where Green is. Okay. So Green and Claude are there. Why is Claude's not inside the house, is he? No, Claude is standing there yelling about how great he is. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Jasmine is there. Right, so how do I figure out what all the kids are doing? So Green is doing playing. So Green is going out and playing. Claude is yelling about how great he is. Can everyone sort of come back here? Why can't I see the people? I want to see what everyone's doing with their little list down there. But yeah, some people still registered to this house. Yeah, Jasmine is still registered to that house. Jasmine, stop doing that, please. Stop that now. And Jasmine, somebody's leveled up, which is marvellous. Go over to here, please. Go over to that house and we'll see what we can do from there. Who's leveled up? It's someone in here. Oh, this is very good. It's Nadine, who is busy working on parchment. Right. Okay, now you and you, we don't need to do that anymore. You two can now make parchment. So we're making 3 lots of parchment at a time. We've got loads of resources by the look of it. So now in making paper, let's sell 3 at a time. Let's see if we can actually get that working. So there we go. Right, let's give that a go. Oh yeah, and we didn't actually level you up, did we? Apologies, Nadine. Right, you're based on production. So productivity, level by dexterity and intelligence. Okay, you've got scholar's clothes on, so that gives you a point of intelligence. Let's give you a point of dexterity then. There we go. So that should make you slightly quicker at making things, which is marvellous. So other elections are going on. So Hunmar Kearney has become a gate guard, and there was one just there as well. Sigmund Armstrong is the council guardian. So other things are going on. So yeah, it's not long to wait until we find out our future. Are we going to get a proper job or not? I do not know. Let's also pop into here. Let's just have a look if this place is actually proving to be in any way profitable. No, it's not. Legal actions 147. Oh no, this place isn't going to be profitable either. How can we make our places profitable? How can we do this? Because yeah, this place is just terrible. CuppaTea Concoctions is the only one that works. And I mean, to be fair, it's because they're selling tea, and I can completely understand this. If I lived in this time period in this place, I would be there all the time. But yeah, that's just not acceptable, is it? 147. Also, aren't we selling something at the market? Should we not be selling something at the market? Is that another thing that I have done? Yes, sell that stuff at the market. I wonder if it's going a bit funny. I wonder if it needs us to do that as that kind of route. So I wonder if it needs another stop at the market. Let's just drop that down to say 2. How much of the stuff have we got? Yeah, we've got loads of it. So money for old bandages, confirm. Oh, I wonder. I wonder if it's my setup that's made it go a little bit strange. So we've got 5 in the front store, which is fine. And then we're going to keep 5 in storage. And then maybe once we've got 5 in the front store and 5 in storage, they'll then take any excess to the market. Maybe that's what we'll do. Okay, right. Just to check that, let's just bring that down by 1. There we go. Just bring that down. So let's see if that makes any difference. Right, move time on. Actually, it's not going to be too long until we find out about the job. People have leveled up. Oh, this is excellent. Right, these people want intelligence because that's to do with medical ability. So yes, please. Somebody else has leveled up. Who is that? Somebody in here. You're making stuff. So we want your productivity. So what was it? Dexterity and intelligence. So yep, you can appoint dexterity. Make yourself a little bit more dexterous so you can make nice things. Okay, right. Time is ticking down until we find out about the job. Claude, are you going to get a job? I don't know. The election has ended. Edgar voted for Claude. Claude's got a job. Claude is an informer. Right, what does that mean we have to do, Claude? Do you have special job-related things now? Diplomacy. Proposal to change city laws. Oh my goodness me. Falsify evidence. Audit books. The power of your office allows you to audit the books of your competitors. Oh, what is all this stuff? Leave office. We can bribe officials. We can do all the other stuff we did do before. Okay. So now do we do anything with that? Do we need to attend certain things or what? I don't know. Also, you are a transporter. We'll give you a point of strength because that affects your speed, I believe. And also, if people do attack you, which they might, you can hit them a bit harder. There we go. That'll do. And somebody else leveled up as well. Oh my goodness me. It's the transporter over here. Wonderful. Yeah, you can have a point of strength as well. Absolutely lovely. Right, yeah, let's go and have a look again at Claude. Right, so Claude, now we're in this position. What do you do now then? So if we go to here, we can see that Claude is now an informer, which is very good. And that's a good thing. So 4 rounds, I assume that's maybe 4 years of in-game time sort of thing. So he'll be there for that amount of time. What does that do though? What does that mean? Do I need to do anything? Do I need to action anything? I mean, could I apply to be a council informer instead of what I'm doing now? I do not know. I've popped back to the family home. I've popped back to CuppaTea Towers just to see what's going on with the family. And we're missing somebody. So we've got Claude and Jasmine. So mum and dad are there. And then we've got second-born Oolong and third-born Green. But Yorkshire is not there. So I've ordered Yorkshire to come home. Maybe because they've never been to this house. They don't kind of appear as the workers for this house until they've, I don't know, arrived here and had a look around and, I don't know, chosen a room or something. I've no idea. So yeah, I don't know why they're not here. So it's good that these ones are. So currently Oolong and Jasmine are not doing anything. Jasmine, you might as well go and yell about how great we are. And Oolong, what can you do? Maybe you could do something. In fact, why don't you just go and do that as well? You can do that now. That just gets us this lovely influence. We need lots of that for these later things here. So we need 800 to become a free citizen. So we've got that. We haven't got the money. But then when you come down here to patrician, that's 1,500. Then you need 2,800. Then you need 5,000. So yeah, we're going to need a heck of a lot of influence. So yeah, it's quite good. If you can go out and just grab a little bit, that's fine. Claude is doing the same. Green is just going out to play. Now, Green is quite little. So obviously we had Yorkshire was first. And then we had Oolong in a relatively short space of time after Yorkshire was born. Oolong came along. So Yorkshire is 16. Oolong is 15. And then Green is 5. Now, something happened in this iteration of the CuppaTeas that didn't happen last time. And that was that when we used the have a baby option, it didn't work. You said, oh no, there's nothing happened this time. And Claude got a little bit of a charisma hit and it didn't work. And it didn't work for quite some time. So as you can see, Oolong 15, Green 5. There was a 10-year gap where it just didn't work. So I wasn't trying it loads because I thought we've got 2 kids, but I thought 3 might be quite useful. So yeah, that didn't happen in our previous runs. I do not believe. I think every time we got, not that option, where is it? Every time we went for that option there, so produce offspring, it worked. But yeah, this time round it didn't, and it didn't work quite a few times as well. But there we go. So it's all in now. Another thing that did happen as well. they were married, so there were no children, but Claude and Jasmine were married, and they were living in the terrible little smelly old shack thing, wherever it is. So yeah, this thing over here, they were living in there, which is fine, and they were married, and then some bloke turned up here and started trying to woo Jasmine. And then a little thing came up down here, a little note thing said, oh, that person's starting romantic relations with Jasmine. You need to sort that out. What? Hang on, we're married. Hang on a minute. What, Jasmine? Jasmine, what are you doing? But then, yes, then fortunately, the previous offspring thing did work, and then the man quickly ran away. So yeah, that was interesting. So I didn't see that before either. So I don't know if that was just we were just lucky and didn't see those things, or if those are things that have been added into the game as one of the recent patches. I don't know. Okay, looking at this, we might need to rejig the priorities of CuppaTea cures, because sales at the market are seemingly very, very much more profitable than doing the healing of the people. So we might keep one person doing the healing. So let's keep, I don't know, who's got the best intelligence, who's got the best medical score. So Hartley's got 10, and Gearhart, come down here, yeah, Gearhart, you've got 8. Okay, fine. So we'll leave Hartley doing the medical stuff. We'll take Gearhart off that. You can also make bandages. Absolutely. You can both make bandages. So we might need to just tweak this a little bit. So buy 4 of those, please. So buy 4 and then maybe sell 3 bandages like so. So do that because, yeah, if you look there, the bandages sell for 151. That's a ludicrous amount of money. So yeah, that should be quite good. So hopefully that'll make us a nice bit of profit. How is CuppaTea parchments going? Are we doing anything? Are we selling anything at all? I don't know. No books. We've got plenty of parchments in there actually. Why are we not? Are we not selling the parchments? We should be selling 3 of them over at the thing. Right, hang on a minute then. How can we? Let's add some of them into the front store. We've got a spot in the front store. Let's go to storage rules. Find parchment. Say yes. We'll sell that for 105% of its worth. And we will store 4 of those in the front store, please. There you go. So 4 have gone into there. So if we sell 1 parchment, that's 107 gold we'll get for that. That would be lovely. But look, nobody's buying the books. And nobody's buying the poems. They're just a completely sort of pointless thing. Actually, Yorkshire, can you, where are you? You're at home. Hang on, can you come here? Because I can control you now, can't I? Yeah, that's it. Right, Yorkshire, come here. Run to this place. Pick up those things. Just run past your mum who's just yelling about how great your family is in the middle of the street. Mum, you're embarrassing. So then can we, Yorkshire, give you this book here? Yeah, take those 2 books. Take those 3 poems. We'll leave that poem and that book in there. Joe, is it worth it? No one's buying them. No, just have that and have the poem as well. It's fine. And then have the... Oh, we can't have those fitment things just yet, can we? Because they're carrying too much stuff. I was thinking we'll just sell them. We'll just use Yorkshire to just go directly to the market and just sell those things off. Because there's no point in them just sitting there not doing anything. We might as well make some amount of money off them. So let's have a look. So go into here. 1,038. For those books, marvellous, and 696 for some poems. Yes, please. Okay, right, that's good. They're out the way. Actually, Yorkshire, whilst you're here, can you buy yourself a bit of a weapon? I just said guard dog. Wow. Okay, that's exciting. What are you wearing? Robust clothing. That's a little bit uninspiring as well, isn't it? Okay, let's get you a weapon. I don't want to spend loads of money on getting you a weapon. What's the cheapest one? I mean, a dagger's the cheapest. It's a bit rubbish. Oh, go on, have a rapier then. Go on, I'll treat you. There you go. I mean, you are the firstborn, I suppose. You're going to be the one who I'm going to be controlling at some future point. So, yes, we'll give you that. And then let's give you some better clothes as well. Let's give you something that's slightly more grandiose. So we want you to just be going around just being nice, gorgeous clothes. 5 resistance, 10 bonus when bargaining, and 3 intimidation. Not so bothered about intimidating people. How about that? 10 armor, 2 resistance, 1 intimidation. 8% ability to gain influence, you say. Oh, that could be quite useful. And they're not that expensive either. Oh, that's quite good. That gives us a reputation bonus. What armor have they got? 10 armor as well. Do you know what? Absolutely. We will have ourselves one of those, thank you. They look very similar to what you've got on now, but okay. Right, can we swap that round? So now we are wearing the patrician's garb. Can we just sell that and just make that go away? There we go. So patrician's garb, ability to gain influence, that's good. And a rapier as well, so you've got a bit of defence. Right, come back and grab those fitment things, then we'll sell those on. And then that's this place sort of cleared out. Why are we not able to make parchment? We need leather and flax. Flax and leather. Why have we stopped? Why, Adelina, why have you stopped? Unless you're just saying it's just late or something, I don't know. Okay, right, well, never mind, whatever. We'll see what's going on with that. Let's sell this fitting thing. Okay, so the fitting thing has been sold. It is now autumn of the year 1420, and Yorkshire. Yeah, you go and yell about us as well. Actually, could we not do this? Read something aloud. Oh, no, we can't do that. Oh, it's only Green that can do that. All right, Green, stop playing. You go and read things aloud. So if I'm going, oh, look at that kid, they're reading something aloud. And you can go and boast about our achievements. Absolutely. So all the people except Green, all the people that are of a certain age, are just yelling about how brilliant we are. Except Green, who is just going to go and read some stuff. That's a very odd thing, isn't it? That's a very odd sort of thing. Yeah, just go and do some public reading. And would people gather round? I don't really know, but whatever the case, there we go. So Green is going to go and do that eventually. Don't know where Green is right now. Green is quite some way from home. Green is very far away from home. For a 7-year-old, you are indeed a long way away from where we live. Okay, well, there you go. Well, hurry home, please, before anything terrible happens to you. There's a lot of sinister folk out there that, are not averse to attacking our family. So, yeah, maybe you could hurry home. We haven't seen that many attacks thus far, up to this point. Jasmine did actually have to fend off 2 people. So she was fighting somebody. She got some down to about a quarter strength. And then somebody else joined in, which I thought was a little bit harsh, to be honest. But yeah, she is she's quite well armed. She's got herself a rapier, which is very good. She's got artisan's clothes, which gives her some armour. And also, she has a gold chain as well, which I guess maybe is why people are attacking her. I don't know. Also, a family member has leveled up. Oh, it's Oolong. Yay! Okay, Oolong. The only thing is, I don't know what we're going to be doing with you. A point of intelligence is never a bad thing. So yeah, we'll have a point of intelligence for you, Oolong. I'm tempted to do this with Claude. I want to go and audit some books. I don't know exactly how this would work. So it says, the power of your office allows you to audit the books of your competitors. If you do, there's always a good chance that you'll be able to extract some vital information about your competitors. Use this action on a competitor's business, and with any luck, you'll find some evidence that will enable you to gain some money and influence for yourself. So it costs 100 influence to do, but that's fine if we actually get some more money and influence back out of it. We could also falsify some evidence. I don't want to do that right now. But yeah, we'll audit some books, because that's not necessarily a bad thing. Falsifying evidence is a little bit nefarious and naughty and sinister. Whereas if you're just auditing someone's books, that's fine. You're just going through and making sure that everything is all above board and absolutely fine. So yeah, we'll have a go at that, I think. We'll have a little go at that. There we go. So he's finished his action. So who can we do? Oh my goodness me, it's all of these people. Okay, well, let's start with the golden hamster. Let's just go and have a look at the golden hamster and do that. So yes, I would love to audit the books of the golden hamster, which is a brilliant, brilliant pub name, by the way. Whoever came up with that, I like it. I would drink at the golden hamster. So right, where is Claude then? So Claude must be coming along at some point. Oh, somebody else has leveled up. Okay, fine. Who is it? It is... Why are you not making... Oh, because are we out of flax? Where's our person here? You need to bring more flax. Bring flax. Oh, there you go. Right, he's bought it and it's all being used. Right, Adelina. Dexterity, because you're producing something, so that will help you make it a bit quicker. Right, Claude, how's it going with the old thing with the books there? Yeah, there we go. Look, he's doing it. He's working on it. Let's move time on to normal speed. Doesn't take that long either to do by the look of it. What's that either? I've not seen that before. Request for a trade agreement. Ooh. Okay. Hang on, what's this? Family members for marriage. They want to marry... Oh, hang on. Whoa. Right, I need to have a look at this. So Oolong, they're saying we want to marry Oolong to Markwood Millman. But what do we get out of that? Family, they're just going to marry them. So Markwood wants to marry Oolong. Do we get anything else? Can we add something else in? Can I get a big pile of gold or something lovely? Because that would be nice. Selected items, show the only things I want to trade. Hang on, can we untick these things? I mean, I could accept it or cancel it. I don't really know what we do with this. Right, hang on, let me have a look at this thing here. Let me see if I can figure out how trading works. Okay, so because this is a trade that has been offered to me, I don't think I can change the conditions. This is what they've said. They're not interested in adding anything else or taking things away or whatever. This is what they've offered. So they have said, we would like Markwood Millman to marry Oolong CuppaTea. Do you know what? I might go for it. It's fun. We've got two other kids. We've got Yorkshire, who's going to be the primary person. So when eventually Claude and Jasmine, they meet their maker, they'll go away at some point. Yorkshire will step up. So we'll have Yorkshire and we will have Green. So maybe Oolong should go away. Now, I don't know what the little 4650 thing is. What's that? Is that sort of the weight of what that's worth? So the marriage is worth that much in some sort of like trade value, and that's matching on that side. Hang on a minute, right, let's go back to the help and have another look. Yes, that thing does seem to be a kind of trade value that only seems to be displayed on the trade screen. So in this example here, on the help screen, the building called Unpaid Overtime, which is a good name, is worth 1,115 trade points, whereas you can see the building called Natural Products is worth 6,811. So yeah, you can see that if you did want to say, I will give you unpaid overtime, if you then give me a load of money, you'd have to obviously make sure you got the right amount of money that was there or thereabouts worth 1,115 of these trade points. I did notice, and this gave me a chuckle, that they've proposed two people for marriage. The chap on this side is Eberhard Flowerdew, which is a good name, and the lady is probably quite happy that she's going to get married because she's called Rosemary Wiener. So she's Mrs. Wiener, so she's going to be called Rosemary Flowerdew, which is that's a wonderful name. So yes, I hope that they got married. The people in this help screen, Rosemary Flowerdew, that is lovely. You're going to go from a not so great name to a very lovely name. So do you know what? I think we'll say yes, shall we? Now, we did this in one of our other runs. Was it the cupboard run where we said yes to one of the marriages? So, I mean, it means Oolong will, I think, leave our family because she goes away to obviously live with Markwood Millman. I think so. Yeah, let's do this, shall we? Also, he is a council informer, which is quite good. So, he's got a role on the council just like we have. So, yes, I will accept. Farewell, Oolong. Oh, please write to us. Come and find us. Maybe pop in. Come in on Sundays. We'll have lunch and stuff. So, yes, we will do that. Please choose the member of your dynasty for whom you wish to arrange a marriage. Now I'm very confused. I thought I'd done that. I thought he'd already chosen who it was. Not Yorkshire. No, not Yorkshire. No, definitely not Yorkshire. Yorkshire is good. Okay, no, can we come out of this? Back out. Abandon. I don't want to do this anymore. That was not part of the deal. That was not the arrangement. Okay, I think something has gone a little bit wrong here. I think the game has had a little bit of a wibbly-wobbly moment. Because if you look at our now list of family members, we only have 4. So we have ourselves Claude and Jasmine, and then Yorkshire and Green. So Oolong has vanished out of the list, which would imply that that trade deal went through and it said, yes, they've got married. So now it's saying, please choose the member of your dynasty for whom you wish to arrange a marriage. I don't want to anymore, game. And I definitely don't want to pick Yorkshire, because Yorkshire is the person I'm going to become when Claude and Jasmine die. And I've just kitted Yorkshire out with some nice stuff. I just spent quite a bit of money on her clothes, so I don't want her to just go away and leave the dynasty all of a sudden. So I don't want to do this, but that button is selected and I can't make this go away. I can't make it go away at all. What I might do is, right, let's save the game and then go out and come back in and hope that thing has gone away. Because I think Oolong has gone. Oolong is no longer part of the family. So Oolong, I guess, has gone away to marry Markwood Millman. So why Markwood Millman feels like he needs 2 wives, I don't know. So let's go and we'll save the game, we'll reload it, and we'll see if this thing just clears off. Ah, marvellous. It has gone. So I've reloaded the game and it's gone, and Yorkshire is still in our family. I think that's a bug of sorts. I think that might just be a bug in the current game. And you know what? Early access and all that stuff. Right, now we did get interrupted by that message from Claude, because Claude is going to go and investigate this place. Now I'm intrigued as to what this does. So let's just move time on very quickly just to see exactly how this works. So he's auditing the books of this place just here. Now what happens there? We get 201 XP, 50 influence, and we get ourselves 231 gold as well. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, right, somebody's leveled up. Oh, it's Claude. Oh, good. Okay, well, what do we want Claude to be able to do? To gain influence would be useful. So charisma. Yeah, go on, Claude. Have another point of charisma. And then that thing was flashing on and off up here as well. I'm not entirely sure why that was flashing on and off up there. I don't know. But there we go. So we've seen Claude's one of Claude's abilities that he's got by virtue of being an informer, which is quite useful. It does cost us a little bit of influence to do, but it does generate a bit of money, which is quite nice. And do you know what? Now we know that Claude can do that, and he's in his position. He's done his first sort of official duty. I think what we'll do is we'll call it a day for now. I think we're doing okay. I mean, that little bug thing with Yorkshire attempting to be married off was a bit worrying, but we've sorted that out. So Yorkshire is still in our family, and we've got ourselves the new look CuppaTea Dynasty. I mean, you know, because they're in slightly different places and they've got different names and things and they look different. But we've got our new place set up. So we've got ourselves CuppaTea Cures is set up. That is in. That's fully staffed. That's making lots of bandages and things. CuppaTea Parchments, we still need to look at that to see if that's working or not. I do not know. And then, of course, CuppaTea Concoctions over here back in the village. Hopefully still just, making the lovely, delightful tea. Just churning out lots of lovely tea. So, yeah, it's all looking very, very good for the CuppaTeas. So, yeah, we'll finish up for now and we'll see what happens next time out. I do not know what the goal is. I think we might want to try and get this done. I mean, we could do that now. We could do the free citizen thing right now, but I'd rather have a little bit of extra cash available just in case we do this and then something goes horribly wrong. So I'd rather get a big pile more money in reserve, then go up to become a free citizen, which could be very, very good. And then we could do something more exciting, like we could get ourselves henchmen now. So maybe it's worth looking into that as well. So yeah, we'll do all that sort of stuff next time out, because we'll finish up at the moment. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be most splendid indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out with the CuppaTeas in the Guild 3. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. This room was fire-free until it wasn't. Okay, yeah, come with me if you want to live, Paul. Hop on. Whee! This is brilliant. That looks fun. Do some watery stuff. Yes, make the propane canister not explode. Yeah, the toilet's on fire. Never mind. Oh dear, that didn't go according to plan. Never mind, it's fine.